Warzone has once again brought some massive changes to the game. The biggest advertised thing that I've seen is Omni movement, which you would think is a huge advantage for people who like to play aggressive and push all the way by themselves, take out teams 1 versus 4 with their movement. But luckily, what I've noticed is that there's also been massive changes for the fellow campers out there. This is kind of, with these massive changes, despite Omni movement, this has become a camper's paradise. Not saying that I'm a camper, I'm saying that there are campers out there. There's some things that have come to maybe benefit those type of players. I may dabble here and there in some camperage, but this is to help. This is not because I want to play like this. This is because the game made it this way. As per usual, on a beautiful Monday morning, we're gonna run into some cheaters who, you know, sometimes maybe aimbot us out of the sky. You go, good luck, bro. I just got, he just sniped me.
What the f? You shot me out of the sky!
Shit.
Let's see. Let's go. Me out of the sky.
Wow, he just shot me out of the sky.
But luckily, we found a way to counteract that using the new updates. This new Warzone brings in new perks that you can use, new lethals and tacticals that you've never seen before. And this is how, along with strategy, we're going to be able to summon the inner camper within us to get our revenge on these cheaters who have been destroying us since Verdansk. Maybe this is what they've been talking about with Ricochet. So the first thing you want to do, obviously, we're going around, we're going to start doing the intel contracts. These will give us information on the next zones. I would suggest just do all of these intels with your team to get the initial setup. This is where the new Warzone changes come in handy. The spring mines are better than proximity mines used to be. They pop up in the sky and blow up really quick. So this is the way we do it. If you like tactical gameplay, I highly recommend you using spring mines or the blast traps. We've also got some really nice updates with the blast traps that didn't used to exist. It's like a spring mine that has a shorter fuse, which means it blows up faster, and you can stick it on walls instead of having it on the ground, depending on where you're playing. Sometimes it's better to have it on the ground, sometimes it's better to have it on walls. So for example, in the building, when we have a stairwell like this, having spring mines sneaked up on the wall like this, you're turning around, sneak on the wall, the person doesn't see the spring mine. But the blast trap, you'd have to put it on a, like, tucked in on a corner. So up here it's nice, just my personal preference depending on the building. One thing that I would recommend in your loadout, if you're trying to play more strategic, if you want to camp a little bit more, not saying that you should or should not saying that you do or do not, if it's something you end up doing, highly recommend on your custom loadouts, you pick your weapon of choice here. But when you're looking at the attachment, notice how I have 8 attachments on this gun. That is going to be in the wild card. The wild card gives you 4 different options. You've got overkill, bandolier, which gives you a munition satchel. Overkill allows you to have 2 primary weapons. Battle ready gives you a UAV and a utility box every time you grab your loadout. But gunfighter allows you to equip 3 extra attachments on any Black Ops 6 weapon on the primary weapon. I highly recommend this. You can make your gun extra steady or zoom in as fast as possible. Having 3 extra attachments is huge. That's what I would recommend. And then when you come to your tacticals and lethals, depending on how toxic you want to get, you could go with a little extra trappy here. You got the shock charge trap. You've got the neurogas trap. So you've got a lot of traps that you can use for this type of gameplay. I like smoke grenades just because when we're moving around, we can, if we're caught out in the open field, you can smoke yourself. But when you are set up in a building, the neurogas and the shock charge make for some extra funny trollage. And then obviously pick between the blast trap, which is new to the Black Ops 6 integration, and you've got spring mines. Both of these are really, really good for holding down buildings. A huge update with this as well is that you used to be able to only put down 2 traps at a time. Now you can put down 3 traps at a time. You can now put 3 traps at a time, which means that I've secured our stairwell, but this building has an easy angle on us, so I can put down traps on the other building as well to make sure at least we're signaled when someone comes. We've even got a trophy system set up. If you like sniping, playing this type of tactical, just setting up shop on a power position, setting up your spring mines, your blast traps. You can have, remember, if all 4 of you have spring mines and blast traps, you can have the thing, you can have this building booby trapped all the way. People will fear you. Maybe the cheaters are gone. Maybe Ricochet actually did it. Oh, Snaggy Tuba, we got him. He's fully aimbotting Snaggy Tuba. The prox mine worked. The trap, there he is. There he is. Oh yeah. Now that felt good. That is why Call of Duty update just buffed campers a big time. Even the cheaters have a hard time stopping us. So if you've ever had the experience of getting pushed by a super talented team, they just all go, they throw grenades, and you're trying to hold down a building. Warzone with the Black Ops 6 integration has just made our life much easier. They brought Omni movement for the people who like to go for kills, and they brought a lot of, oh, another cracked on the prox mine right there, and some more spring mine kills right there. That's how we do it. That's some beautiful gameplay. So a big feature of the new Warzone integration was Omni movement. So if you like to go for kills, that's going to be nice for you as well, because you're going to be moving and grooving much smoother around. But they also brought something really cool for the people who like to play strategic, tactical. You've got the intels to get set up in the endgame, and you can booby trap your entire building to make sure no one takes it over from you. By now, you've probably noticed that I'm out in the snow. I'm Canadian, it's quite cold, so I would recommend every like gifts me a blanket, every comment gets me a heat pack for my hands, and every subscriber gets me back home. Thank you very much.